Hello and welcome to another one of my episodes. In today's video I'm going to be going through some stock that I recently acquired today. Not a lot, little and often is probably the way forward for me. I will go through it, I will go through the rationale of it. I tend to give a backstory of the people who sell to me because I find that endlessly interesting myself. Some people don't care for that, that's fair enough. There's other channels that where they just show you coin after coin, and that's completely fine, no shade here. So there's a Polish guy, I've known him a long time. I've known him a very long time, really nice guy. He has been building a property. He sold me some stuff prior. You would have seen one of his prior videos of silver he sold me, and he also sold me some gold. There wasn't a lot, but so he said, I've got some last bits, I just need to get some more money in. And I went, I'm always a buyer for the right price. You know, I'll try and be fair. But yeah, 20 ounces of silver. This, I've never seen this before in my life, and I actually kind of like it. I think they're electric eels, but I don't know. But I thought it was a really sweet design. So there was this phase, I don't know if they still make them, where the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, or the Eastern Caribbean Alliance, I think I've seen it on a coin. Each country had their own coin. I believe they're made in Germany. Quote me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they are Geiger. I'm pretty sure they're Geiger, but don't quote me. There were some fillies. Love fillies. We're not talking a crazy amount of ounces. Some more roos. I prefer the kangaroo bars, but hey, it doesn't matter. I appreciate everything that comes through the door, to be honest. Some Brits. Another East Caribbean or Caribbean Central Bank. Don't really know what this is. Walnut tree? I doubt it in Grenada. I don't know. Malta. He sent me a video of the house, and I'll tell you what, my jaw was on the floor. Couldn't believe it. I just went, wow. Like the fact that they'd built what they built. I just thought, that's nuts. But I'm not a very handy man, so I'm probably, you could please me by putting up a sandcastle. You know, if it was structurally sound. I'm more of a thinking person, but I do admire people who can work with their hands because I'm not very good at it myself. So yeah, there was 20 ounces of silver, so that's come in. There was a memorial half that I originally sold him. I felt a bit bad about this because he's taken a kicking on this. I've still got loads in PF70. I think this is now worth around 350. Yeah. Nuts. I thought these would have picked up. They haven't. They've had a torrid time. I'm thinking of I'm contemplating just being done with mine and selling at a loss. If I do, I do. You know, I'm going to start the great unwind soon, which is fine. There was, okay, if we're going through his order, there was two. I paid spot on these. 1 25th ounce coins. These were sold to his friend. Just cashed them in. Not a problem. These have got mixed fanfare. Some of them do okay, some of them not so much. The last ones I sold I just did for spot. I'll probably slap a couple of quid on them, move them on. And last but not least, from that individual guy, he chucked these on. I didn't even know these were coming. I've made an offer. We haven't agreed it yet. I think he's fine with me just to pay him fairly, but I made him an offer of £5 over a gram. If he doesn't accept it, I'll just send them back to him. not a problem. I like these. I remember getting these in and selling them by the square when I was a lot younger and hungrier. These days I don't have the time. I'm more of a volume guy. I need to get things in and move them on. But saying that, like, now I've kind of dropped down to smaller terms. I guess I can piece things out again. I can become more knowledgeable on the individual stuff. For a long time I just didn't have time to do it. It's like, oh, it's come in, and if I sell a silver coin and someone makes a tenner on it, then, you know, good luck to them. But I didn't have the time to maximize, and that's okay. There's levels in all business, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone's got to make their cut. Everyone's got to eat. Not a problem. Right, there was another guy who I believed for about 2 years that this gentleman had passed away, and then one day I just saw his name pop up, and I went, oh, I've been trying to get hold of you. So he ended up buying these off me. These were the last gold coins of a collection I bought from a gentleman. I believe he was stationed in Orkney. I remember the gentleman very well. Sadly, he was really poorly. But these were the last 2 coins. I kept them because I liked them. But I got to the point, I was like, I need to start finding homes for coins. I can't just keep things. Well, the gentleman who I believed had passed away, who randomly popped up 2 years later, he likes his international coins. He likes his coins that are a bit different, that are a bit special. And I had these coins come in recently, come back from grading. And I just said to him, do you want them? And he went, yes, I would love to own them, but I can't own them now. And I said, well, I could do cash or trade. You know, it's not a problem. If you've got any sovereigns, I don't mind swapping out with a cash kicker. And he went, okay, cool. So he ended up sending me a sovereign and money. So he's now the new owner of these 2 South African proof coins. I think he's done well. I listed them cheap. I'd sold the pound for more money to a dealer. But like I said in the prior video, I just don't want to deal with some people anymore, and I'd rather accept slightly less than deal with certain people. So I thought, I'll do it that way. Not a problem. So that came in. There might be 10 quid in it for me. And last but not least, I've got to talk for 2.5 minutes. Oh, damn. To be fair, this coin, let's get it out of the packaging. This popped up on one of the groups. This is a 1878 Princess. $3. Personally, I believe it's been polished. In terms of the price point, I thought it was a very, very fair price point. I did say to the gentleman, I said, look, I'm not sure this is real. Personally, I think it's just been polished, but I'm not sure it's real. I'm going to send it off to NGC, but I'll keep you in a loop. I don't mind paying what I paid for a polished coin. You know, even in this condition, it's worth more than what I paid for it. It just is. These are like hen's teeth, but there is a lot of fakes on the market. Now, what I find concerning is it's got the weak strike. The weight is fine. Yeah, dimensions are fine. It's just, I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not skilled enough to go through every single coin that comes through my hands and say real or fake. Now, the ones I see lots of, you know, not a problem. But this will go to NGC. Like, I'm not playing the he said, she said game. I'm not selling it on. I'm simply going to let the experts do their thing. And if it's fake, it's going back to the guy I bought from. But they are notorious for having counterfeits. They are notorious for weak strikes. These coins have a lot of problems. A lot of pre-33 does. I tend to just get it graded these days, or a lot of it graded. So, what do you think? Yeah, definitely. Definitely cleaned. I just think it's a cleaned example. I'll go as far to say it's been harshly cleaned. But it's a bit of history, and again, I didn't mind the price point. I've only ever had one $3 in before. So let me know what you think. Like, you can say whether you think it's real or fake. Like, personally, I think this bit, it looks good, the weight's good. I think it's just been clean to the point of can't think of the word. It doesn't mean it should be melted though. These are historically good coins, you know. Right, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.